Alright, so the name of this video is going to be Surviving Dysfunction for Absolutely No Reason, No Apparent Reason. Um, I guess, being that I'm a pessimist, I gotta fight hard just like all these baby mamas and all these goddamn straight people. They goddamn would be stereotyped to have, you know, not too much success because of their family. But like I've said, I come from dysfunction, so the paradigm, most things are a paradigm to me. The whole concept, the reality of having a family. Since I come from dysfunction, usually when you live in the ghetto, there are certain families that actually, do grow up in the ghetto, and it's not such a bad experience. I don't think everybody is fit. Uh, actually having dysfunctional moments in their household or outside their household or at school like I did. I'm the typical person that was sitting there wondering, why the fuck is he doing this? Why the fuck would you have sex with your kids? Why? Like, why? But that has nothing to do with that. I know that growing up in the ghetto is not an actual bad experience. There are happy moments where you're enjoying lunch and stuff. And I'm like, it just makes no sense that we sit here and survive, the typical bullshit. I'm like, wait, and then the motherfucker be like, well, motherfucker trying to get a check and shit. We were made pessimists by people that were going through stuff, and it just don't make no sense. But life goes on, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you have to deal with. You got to deal with the fact that you got to deal with stress with whatever you do, all because of a thought. And then it just happened naturally. Motherfuckers just want to have solidity. Motherfuckers want to have, what I'm saying, good character. Motherfuckers want to take care of their neighborhood, and my downfall is my female identity. So with all that being said, this motherfucker that started trying me up for no reason, I'm taking it personally, and they just sitting there disrespecting me based off my dysfunction. So now I gotta sit here. I'm sitting here shooting at people for no reason and all kind of stuff because they are not respecting me or valuing me to the quality or degree that I need to be valued as a kid. So with all that being said, I'm sorry about everything that I put anybody through, but it is what it is. I got people calling me crackheads, this, that, and the third, all because I look like a female. You know what I'm saying? That's what I kept trying to tell my grandma. She would sit there and beg people. There's a lot of people that just live in the hood and they go around and they, say the concept of submission. And I seen, from the songs like No Pigeon and No Scrolls, it was a war between women and men. You got a feminine male culture. You can tell when certain men really pride themselves on being stern and protecting their identity as a whole. And I'm like, I can tell by the personalities that some men are more comfortable than others. Doesn't necessarily mean they're gay. They're just a little bit more flamboyant and effeminate, and they've been raised by moms that really don't want them to be hardcore based off the fate of life. You see what I'm saying? So with all that being said, I'm out here surviving. I probably get into truck driving and all kind of stuff. And I like when I met that trillionaire, the Rothschild, I was like, you got all that money, you can just go around and help people for no apparent reason, and they'll take offense to it all because of stress. So this is why a lot of people, I guess, respect gangs and people gonna die in vain. I ain't necessarily a gang banger, but I've just, I ain't even insinuate. I've actually just, promoted the idea that in reverse psychology, I would have been a male and have the shit I would have been goddamn a certain way and have the shit that I was, that I experienced. It makes absolutely no sense to me. And it's just like, a lot of men in my life are stubborn as hell. And I'm like, you really just want to be this nigga from the block, da 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 da. And I'm sitting calling girls from random places, be like, just look, I'm in a dysfunctional situation. Give them a free ice cream at Dairy Queen. Give them, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. It's not about what I look like. I'm coming from dysfunction. Everybody want to be a goddamn dope boy. Everybody want to be a goddamn coke boy. Everybody want to have a chopper. Blah 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 blah. So I'm like, my downfall is all these people are ringing in my head. Deanna ringing in my head from Kids Online Ministry. The Hager Brooks later, whatever the fuck, all these people, you know what I'm saying? All these people, I say the wrote song for Snoop Dogg, all these people that are ganged up on us based off dysfunction, and they're sitting here looking at us like the poor little molested goddamn country bumpkins. All them people were living comfortable lives. I sat there and watched some of them people become more pessimistic because of being an empath and because of just, it's like, damn, why can't we just get along? Why we got to do all this extra shit? That's why I just hope that in the future people just understand, and you know what I'm saying. I grew up next door to a damn library. I wasn't none by a long shot, but just based off the fact of like one would say, well, you're growing up in this neighborhood, and hopefully you increase your intellectual capacity and want more for yourself and get a house in the suburbs. That's pretty much how it works. Or you build your own house, or you go down the street 20 minutes away and have your own house in Hogan Road. And then one day you won't rent it. One day you'll actually own a home that you actually built. So it's like when people say you're a narcissist, that's what they mean. I'm like, I really have to have my own shit to actually feel better about myself. And the more I'm working for people and doing all that shit, the more less of a like person I feel. You know what I'm saying? It's like male logic. Motherfucker feel like less of a man. Motherfucker like the Cola P song. You feel like less of a man because motherfucker ridiculing you for being that project nigga living in the ghetto. And that's why I say if I was a man, I would have been there and I would have been down there. I would have been doing all this goddamn girly ass bending I'm doing. And I'm like, either way it go, I'm still a man. So with all that being said, it's like, go ahead and start doing push-ups, run your 2 hours a day and goddamn tighten up. That's what need to happen. That's what's going to happen. It's okay. I got a little schizophrenic effect from, you know, sexual, desire or whatever, but it really was not. It really was distorted by, the idea of perfection, the idea of functionality. So with all that being said, my reality, ain't nothing wrong with me. I just stress out a little bit. I need to run. I need food, and I got a lot of gas, and I'm just experiencing stress. That's all it is. Like my mama had two babies by a man. He used to step on my feet and stuff and have what they call uh, fungus all over him and shit. And I'm still goddamn recovering. I wanted to see how good my body would fight it out by itself, but yeah, I don't know who the nigga was. I still don't give a fuck about the nigga, and his children shouldn't care about him either. But it is what it is. Me and my little sister, her name are on a lease at this apartment, and she came in my room. She was like, "Something don't do my bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Don't do this, do this." We all became possessive-minded women, I guess. I don't know. I don't feel possessive, but it's just the dysfunctionality that has been left over. I seen a girl sitting there stuttering, trying to sit there and tell me it really is older people that talk a certain way and are a certain way, but they're experiencing brain stress from drinking and everything. You hear the raspiness in my voice, being exposed to viruses, inhaling dust, all that shit affects the way your brain works, the way you come off. When you know what I'm saying, when you see females like me and other people, you know what I'm saying, voice getting deep and you're supposed to be feminine, you know that you're dealing with stressors. And it is what it is. It really don't matter. At this point now, I'm like, it don't matter how much money I get, none of that. I'm a girl and being a man is something that I really wanted to be. I'm like, I'm here going through all this shit for no damn reason. I dealt with a lot of manipulation in my life. A lot of niggas was really sitting there trying to rain on my parade, and I'm like, in reality, I don't niggas know I would shoot the fuck out their ass. And they were like, I don't take you serious. I'm a stern man. I got these bitches on my dick. You need to goddamn salute me and shoot me. You need to goddamn get with the program now, bitch. You a predictable personality, and I was never into your ass. That's the real deal. But it all happened naturally. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Brent dead or not. Brent is not dead. I don't even know who Brent was. You want to see a bunch of goddamn bitches out here. Go to a lot of neighborhoods, they still the same. There's a lot of pessimistic women out here because of dysfunctionality. And you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about people belittling you and making it worse and creating more negative energy for you. But ain't nothing we can do. Let's keep rotating people on jobs and have fun with your kids. If you got kids, have fun with them. Protect them and safe because they ain't a threat and you ain't a threat neither. So So with all that being said, man, I need to start traveling, get on my 1 or 2. I got people out here starting games against me and shit. Trying to regulate my household, trying to figure out why a nigga want to have sex with me against my own will, understanding the pimp culture. I knew all that shit. All these niggas doing all this shit just to prove that they have a physical advantage over me, and they're being viewed as thugs by their girlfriends and protectors. And I'm sitting here being viewed as a dysfunctional person that really didn't have a control over the situation. I seriously didn't. I got cousins and shit. Stop keeping up with me. I don't care about your family, none of that. And I don't have any mental issues. I survived dysfunctionality and they capitalized off that shit. That's what they were doing. They weren't trying to be sympathetic. They were sitting there trying to feel sorry for me. And it made things worse on an emotional level. Now, motherfucker, like, you need to respect my nigga set, respect my nigga money, respect my nigga heart, respect my nigga goddamn family. I don't have to respect shit. I will blow both of y'all heads off, and y'all know that. So they want to keep up with me and teach their kids that I'm a junkie and all that shit. Y'all so goddamn fake. It's unreal. Now I got all these people ganging up on me. I don't even know who Jimmy was. I don't even know who half these people is. When I be in this Walmart, I'm like a bunch of hoes that I grew up around. I'm like, what the fuck? Everybody from the Atlanta that moved to South Carolina. That's why I need to start traveling. Get the fuck away from all y'all motherfuckers. Y'all claim y'all like the projects. Nah, bitch, you don't like the projects. You want to live in a 3-story house in Lost Mountain like we did and still survive crime. Them people overseas, I don't know what they got going on, but there's a lot of people that I met. I'm like, and they really want people to stress. I'm like, we really got that paradigm over here. We got doctors, and it ain't about taking no pill and shit. I mean, I understand naturalism, and it might work for you, and there may be certain chemical scientists have discovered that really can, do away with stress. But in reality, it's all about naturalism. I should have never took penis, and it was a rule that it shouldn't happen. My mom had a boyfriend, and I don't even think their relationship was seriously. That's why, I just hope that it's more functional people in the world. So like I said, my mama's situation is very, I know she feel so much guilt, because of just the whole dysfunctional thing. I mean, I feel guilty too. It's just like we sitting here doing all this shit for no apparent reason. I'm sitting here trying to figure out why. Why are you? It happened naturally. I see a lot of people become pessimists in the ghetto, and it just don't make no damn sense. And then they drag other people in their problems. That's why the ghetto is not supposed to be a negative place, but that's why I was telling them people go ahead and Google rappers from different. We encourage people to rap in the ghetto because they are sitting there, uh, actually going through so much unnecessary dysfunctional things for no reason. Just, I guess they call you hermit. They'll call you a hermit. Then you just give up, you become a pessimist, and that's how criminality multiplies. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. I'm a black woman. I know what time it is. Never go against the grain of your own emotion. I have done that. Surviving crime, getting fed up. That's what people in the projects do. That's why, you know what I'm saying, when I listen to that song by Rich Boy, motherfuckers like, man, I got $1 million and I'm still broke out here. That's what they mean. Motherfuckers become ungrateful. Can't never be satisfied. Can't never release enough endorphins. After you experience a certain amount of trauma, you cannot be happy naturally. So they try to send you to a doctor and take medicine. You cannot change that moment when you survive that dysfunctional moment. I'm sitting here trying to stop the dysfunction. Why give my cousin a gun and keep telling him to fuck me? Why? Why continue to tension? Ain't no argument. Ain't no damn debate. Why? For no goddamn reason. You go to the hood, it's the same thing. Why would y'all keep sitting here laughing about the same old shit? We from the ghetto. We from the hood. That shit is not cute to me. I mean, if you're a guy, it's cute. But when you're a woman, it's not. It's a girl that really thinks she got a queen pin mentality. I'm controlling men. Nah, you ain't doing shit, bitch. You're nothing. You gonna go to a concert with a nigga that rap and he gonna get more notoriety than you because of his gender identity. You ain't know nothing but a hold of these niggas. And you gotta sit here and try to have pride. That's the best you can do. But like I said, everybody don't fall in the same paradise. Everybody, if you grow up and I don't give a fuck if you in project housing or a big house out in Nebraska somewhere. If you protect your kids, they will not form negative connotations on their mind, and they can be in fulfilling relationships, and they will not have a pessimistic vibe. I seriously felt like my life I was plotted on. People just kept doing shit to me just because of the idea of being from the ghetto. We all thugs. Everybody just look retarded to me. Even I look retarded to me. It just kind of happened naturally. It's a bunch of random people that's out here getting notoriety. I'm like, it's not hard. There are people that really trying to control me. I got a cousin named Tamisha. She'll probably be like, you go to the airport, make sure she doesn't get a ticket to go. Make sure. Why? Why? You trying to show that you a stand-up bitch. Just be with your nigga and move forward with your goddamn life. And I sat here and told all these random people I'm a narcissist. These people don't even know who the fuck I am. They want to sit here and have an intellectual identity. Bitch, in reality, you were born in the ghetto and you sitting here having sex at an early age. You should have waited to the legal age of tender or over. But you want to be a bad bitch. Have these, I'm like listening to Lil Webby, have these songs don't mean shit. You mean these niggas and bitches ain't nobody special. It's just stupid, man. But yeah, I definitely can't make emotional connection with people because of pessimism. I seen that stressing people out talking about they don't have no damn humble spirit. It's easy for you to goddamn say. I seen a boy yesterday come up to my goddamn register and he looked negative as hell. He sitting here mocking all these women personalities. Feel sorry for these niggas growing up in the ghetto. When I was living with some girl named Kiana, it's still like that shit still going on. Your whole baby booty raw, and you just sitting there letting them say and shit and sitting there pretending to be a junkie because you a woman scared to show niggas that you got money. Doing all this shit. She wasn't doing that shit on purpose, or was she? Sitting there teaching children to be manipulative and shit. All because you wanted to have a good. You should have just stayed to yourself. Have these women out here, they sitting here having babies and shit, knowing damn well it's wrong at a young age. I did not come from a bad household. My mama had to sit there and have a boyfriend and all that shit, and all these niggas really wanted to be typical. I never understood why Jimmy was sitting there having sex with her. It didn't make any sense to me. It didn't make no sense that Frankie's dad wanted to use her for a reverse psychological detox or wanted to keep them natural. It just didn't make no sense to me. There'd be a lot of bored people walking around, going around, doing shit to people. I was not no woman when I was a fucking kid. Now all these goddamn motherfuckers these motherfuckers in these little apartments having 1,200 kids and shit for what? I became a pessimist because of dysfunctionality. Now I got to worry about people judging me for the way I am. Like Eminem say, because I am whatever you say I am. I look at my grandma and them and I'm like, y'all was never a threat to society in this motherfucker. She done lost brothers and all that stuff. They lose hope. Then they give up on wanting to have money. I'm like, bitch, if I win the lottery, you better catch the goddamn lottery ticket out. These motherfuckers really want to take pride in dysfunction. That's why all these motherfuckers having seizures and shit. Because they going against the grains of their own emotions by being broke. So they start gangs and they start robbing people. Then they get mad when they see other people that haven't formed a pessimistic mindset, and they go around and tell people, well, you need to drink good water, you need to da-da-da-da. I own this store. Nah, bitch, you a goddamn manager. Well, I've got videos to show that I helped build it. Well, show me the goddamn videos, bitch. You ain't no goddamn pessimist. There's a difference between me and all these bitches. I don't even know who Jimmy was. I don't know who my dad was neither. This shit so real, I don't even know if I have a dad. It go around all these people support them. You ain't gotta support me. If you're going to get your that grains of your own emotions by supporting somebody, do that. It really make no sense that I got the same people targeting me everywhere I go. Why aren't you in Georgia enjoying the Cobb County area? That's the suburbs. Why are you out here? Why are you keeping up with me? Because I promoted the idea that all of you had narcissistic mindsets. You're a pessimist, and I'm glad that people are judging you. So that way I can have superiority over you. Anybody can make a video and say they're a McDonald's CEO. In essence, we all are bosses. We all had common sense. Once we went to school and started learning, my first book I read was Go Dogs Go. It took me a minute, but I was repeating myself. What happened was when I lost my virginity in a dysfunctional way, I started goddamn being mentally stagnant because it was wrong. I am not no illiterate perspective. That's what some of these random people around me tried to do. I was sitting there locked up watching all them girls telling them that they was becoming a pessimist. There's some girl tried to say she was becoming a pessimist because of me. Bitch, I ain't the reason why you became a pessimist. I'm becoming all these older women in my damn life. I'm mocking y'all personality. Beanie, all y'all. Sorry about the fact that y'all had an orgasm and started experiencing stress. Sorry about the fact that you needed to feel superior to another person because of your goddamn interaction with a male. Sitting here sounding like this goddamn pigeon-toed, buck-faced looking bitch. She wasn't nobody special. My mama was a nice person. Can't stop thinking about their facial presence and shit. All them people doing all that shit to me, trying to develop an advantage, and they ain't did shit for them, but fill you up with a bunch of guilt. It don't make no goddamn sense. Sit here internalizing all these damn negativity. That's what I say. You learn, you feed your spirit, man. I listen to certain music and tones to feel happy. Just stupid, man. Now I got all these people against me. Now I got niggas that got hoes and shit. And they like, nah, we gonna keep them broke. For what? We bitches, we can't stunt like no damn man. Might as well just let me have my money. You want to sit here, everybody needs to be skinny and walk around and do 1,800 laps. There really are goddamn people that are sitting in the ghetto that are fat as hell for no reason, doing nothing. I mean, you can only do so much. I mean, I don't think it's normal to be out of shape, but being that I had so-called insecurity instilled in me because of surviving dysfunction, ain't no reason for me to do this, that, and the third. I'm sitting here, I don't even know who the Jasmine girl was. Why are you smoking cigarettes? I'm submissive to people. No, you shouldn't have submitted to these people. They dysfunctional. We could have just knocked them off and we would have never been through nothing. Terry, my mama, why we could just knock them niggas off? Y'all sitting there being stubborn as fuck. You are experiencing stress because of an orgasm with a man. And they were sitting there viewing you as having an attitude and being lustful bitches that meant nothing to them but a nut. Then they go around and they preach against women. Now we sitting here dancing with the idea that they may be becoming misogynistic because of our negative persona, based on the fact that we didn't think it was normal for them to have sex with us in the first goddamn place. Now what? Now we're a bunch of mean-spirited black women. But if we was men, it'll be so different. So now we're butches. Now we're going around doing all this exercising for no goddamn reason. I gave up. I fight the urge to work out. I be feeling so stiff because of gas and all that shit. But it's all good though. Y'all man had an advantage over us. And they would sit there, let's rob all these hoes. They ain't worthless. It's too much manhood is in the building. God, I had babies for these niggas and shit now. I'm sitting here reading all these paperwork and people be like, I'm like, this the South. You can go anywhere and just clock in and be like, I'm a manager. I know how to use a computer. I know how to make documents. I seen that lady at that Kids Online Ministry take the drawer out and say, well, I don't know. This how you do working at McDonald's. When you make all your money at the end of the day and try to be a nice person because you're a pessimist, you count all this shit. All this shit is accounted for everybody employed. Now people are sitting there trying to do shit from their heart because the McDonald's brothers, or because somebody claimed to be a CEO, or because the first person that flew a plane. Let's let's contribute. Pay homage to these people. Like Keisha Cole said, let's pay homage. The Game's Pain, that song to Mary J. He had to pay homage to no goddamn body. Pretty much everybody got a voice. If you can sing, you can sing. She created a career for herself and profited off of it. But it probably didn't start off like that. It probably started off with a movement. I'm just a bitch from the ghetto or wherever, and I'm surviving. In love with somebody, and all this goddamn crybaby ass shit. I mean, it's beautiful, it's creative, but it's old. So, yeah, I'll be checking out Broly Gaines. I don't know who he is, but you're very motivational. I thank God for people like you. I see you on the video with a lot of fat people. There really are people that just sit around and do nothing. And it's not that they're doing it on purpose. It just kind of happened that way. Just like me. I'm like, why the fuck did my cousin fuck me? It just kind of happened. It was not happening naturally. Just bored as fuck. Niggas want to be thugged out. Niggas want to be thorough. There's some place you can go, you can't get credibility out of women. That's why I felt sorry for them. I feel sorry for all of us. Now we got billions of people in this world, and everybody got to balance out everything. I can take you to up north. I can get you a better crop. Nah, bitch, I know how to grow the shit. I know what horticulture is. Yeah, let me learn how to fly a plane somewhere and grow some crops somewhere and be like, yes, these onions come from Nebraska and shit. That's all niggas be doing. You got to take initiative. I feel like I'm being followed. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. I've got a family to feed. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. That's why I say y'all men, it's easy for y'all to say. Y'all can just travel around and be with y'all family. It's normal. It's a normal idea. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Can't nobody take that shit away from me. Not even no man that I don't like. I'm going to go to downtown, eat me a damn Burger King sandwich, or eat Varsity, go to the Marriott, the Westin, whatever the fuck. And you can't stop me trying to show that you have control as a male. But no, I'm not misogynistic. I'm not trying to show control. My grandma used to sit there and beg some dude's dad for a job. They didn't know no goddamn better. Once you learn your ABCs, you're pretty much on your own from that point forward. And your 1, 2, 3s, then there's gonna be people that's doubting you, and you have to start debating. Well, why are you a pessimist? Oh, because you took dick? No. That's not why I'm a pessimist. Now I'm being an optimist. I'm saying mocking people's facial expressions. When you were a girl, you were supposed to live a life, and sorry about that moment that you took dick. Shout out to LR movement. All these men on here belittling women, or just trying to, not even belittling women, but trying to address the dysfunctionality that's going on in the hood. Sorry about the fact that there's women that's being defeminized by drinking, smoking, and etc. And you got hood bookers out here. Some of these women don't be doing shit for absolutely no reason. Some people really come from dysfunction, and they were really made a target. I'm a target for no apparent reason because people want to sit there and prove a superiority over me, or prove that they're smarter than me. That's all it is. I don't understand the dynamic of family. I didn't like certain women when women started flirting with me for no reason. They thought I needed love. They got everybody feeling sorry for me. That's not what I want. Either I get a job or I don't. I tell people now. Ain't nothing I can do about I don't even have a fucked up attitude. I'm a pessimist. Because of people's facial presences and shit. This is not an insult. This is my reality. It just don't make no goddamn sense. I had people sitting there trying to prove their intellect. They had no room to judge. I could tell people be torn between the two. You go to Cobb County, them people swear up and down they ghetto. You can't be ghetto. I couldn't even be ghetto. I be feeling sorry for people though. I got a lot of bad experiences with Creole people, so I'm like, that's why I reject them. But it's all good though. I listen to them. All you can do is just study, define words and study. But once you become a pessimist, a lot of shit get emotionally hard to do. So that's what people that haven't had any bad experiences, I will never hate on them. Because that's pretty much what some of these gangbangers do. Some of these people, they ended up frustrated and they go around and do shit to people for no reason. I had people saying I was a narcissist. I'm like, I'm not a narcissist. I became a pessimist. Ain't nothing I can do about that. I don't want nobody to help me do shit because it's going to defeat the whole purpose of me taking pride in myself. And they want to say how disdainful. It's a different, the tone of the word disdainful. I don't like the whole sense of arrogance. It's not arrogance. It's reality. It's people who are like, well, you need to make sure you wash up your food and grow your crops. And if you're sick, we don't need to be exposed to viruses and stuff. People will value you more. Who gives a fuck? We're human beings and we could not connect emotionally because of dysfunctionality. There are people I will never be able to connect with another human being. Every now and then, like I said, I'm like, it's little things that make me feel happy. Like seeing random white guys go down the goddamn road and they're like rednecking and shit. That's how I felt when I was in Cobb County. Just a bunch of random kids that seem to have their shit together that are just happy for no apparent reason. Those were my detoxes, and they still are. So now that people like Jimmy and all these damn child molested men that ruin my reputation, and I'm sitting here telling my little sisters that you're susceptible and this is a crime. But I think to a certain degree they were kept happy. But still at the same time, it really didn't make no sense for him to do that. It just really didn't make no goddamn sense. I had people over talking me and all that shit. But it's a competition out here. Motherfuckers know when I grow up, I want to work at a job and go to work every day and do what I'm supposed to do. And I'm going to have to make sure that these kids respect me at a young age and all that shit. It's all good, though. It is all good. Like all good road.